Hello everyone and welcome to my non-spoiler review of Solo, a Star Wars story. If you want to check out my opinions on this movie, stick around and you don't have to worry because there are no spoilers ahead. Okay. There's a lot to talk about and there's no way that I can talk too much in depth about this movie. Just the same thing with Infinity War. Except it's quite different situation. Whereas Infinity War was literally just, the movie was a spoiler. Just the whole thing, just the movie was a spoiler. This movie is its own little sack of flowers because it literally showed you nothing in the trailers. There was nothing about the plot. There was nothing about half of the characters that are in this movie. And frankly, there's just a lot going on that I had no idea was going to be there, and I watched all the trailers and all the TV spots, and I follow all the Star Wars accounts, and I read the plot summaries, or not the plot summaries, whatever they're called, and the, when you go to buy movie tickets, and I'm like, this is what the movie's about. I read all that. I do my research, and I still did not know the majority of what was going to happen in this movie, because they did not show a lot of the footage, which was a very interesting route to take, and I think some people may love that, and some people may not like that. I personally thought it was refreshing to see a movie where not every scene was deleted when we thought it was going to be in the movie. Rogue One, Infinity War, every movie in existence. Anyway, it's hard for me to dislike a movie. I did like this movie. I thought it was an entertaining movie to watch. It was refreshingly different. But there was also a lot of problems that I have with it. A lot of them I will go into more detail on the spoiler review, but while I'm here, I'm just going to say that Alden Ehrenreich, don't worry guys, he does a great job. The whole cast does a really good job. There's only a few that I had trouble disappearing into their characters with because of the actor's status, and that was actually Woody Harrelson, and to a little bit of an extent, Paul Bettany, only because I was just so proud of Paul Bettany the whole time for being in this movie with the role that he had that I couldn't, just kept thinking Paul Bettany, and Woody Harrelson, and because of that, I don't even remember the characters' names. Is that not sad? Because every time they came on screen, I was like, Woody Harrelson? Or every time they referred to the character, I just thought, Woody Harrelson's character? So, it's not good. So, for that reason, that's why I like when they cast unknowns in roles, for Star Wars especially. But anyway, I thought there were definitely some flaws with this film, some in the very beginning and then just some throughout in terms of the screenwriting. That's where most of the problems lie in terms of fleshing out characters and all of that. But in general, if you guys like Star Wars movies, or if you like Han Solo or action movies in general, then if you like heist movies too, if you like heist movies, and you like outer space, and you like Star Wars, and you like Han Solo, watch this movie. The action could have been done a little bit better. It got better as the movie went on. But it was fun to watch. It was. I personally got swept up in the very, very complex plot and the confusing placement of the characters and their motives and all of that. I got very lost in it because I was trying very hard to figure this movie out the entire time I was watching it. And if you just sit back and just take it in, you'll probably enjoy it more than someone who's a Star Wars fan and a movie fan and is trying to dissect the entire thing. But that being said, we'll all go into this movie with expectations. Mine were actually pretty low because I set them low because I was very nervous for this film, but I feel that my expectations were actually slightly exceeded, and I'm proud to say that, and I hope you guys leave this movie liking the film. The action, as I said, it could have been filmed a little bit better, but it was exciting what they gave us, stuff that Star Wars fans have wanted to see for a very long time. But there was just so many interesting plot points and so many interesting characters that I think you guys will really enjoy getting to experience. I frankly want to see a lot more of the characters that I saw, and I don't see them making a Solo sequel, so unfortunately I won't be able to get to see where this character went after this thing happened, which is sad. But yeah, so just be prepared for a lot of different characters and a lot of information to be spewed at you. And the best way that you can watch this movie, honestly, is to just sit back and just watch it. Don't think too hard about it, because if you do, you'll expect things, because there's a lot of foreshadowing, and it just might make the movie going experience a little bit different for you. So that's my biggest piece of advice. But overall, I think as a Star Wars film goes, this is very different, but also it has its enjoyable moments, and I don't think people should be too hard on it, because they can't stay the same forever. And it's interesting to see what routes they're taking. The color palettes were very interesting, the visuals were interesting, and the ideas that they brought up and the new things that they introduced were also incredibly fascinating to learn about and to see on screen. So I'm happy with this movie, and I'm excited to watch it again in the future and dissect it more. If you want to see it in theaters, you do not have to see it in 3D. I never see movies in 3D, but I think you'll be fine without seeing this one in 3D as well. And yeah, just go with your friends, enjoy it, don't take it too seriously. I know that sounds like a bad thing, but some movies are just meant to be enjoyed that way. And this movie in particular, it's just there's so much going on with the plot that you might get very confused if you try and be too in it. So just kind of take it all in. Take a step back and just have fun watching a Star Wars movie. And you will have fun, I promise you. And if you don't, then I give you the right to complain in the comments. And that being said, everyone, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of my review, and if it was helpful at all. If you see this movie, let me know what you thought of it, and you can head on over to my spoiler review, which will be up as soon as possible. And yes, let me know if you plan on seeing this movie. If you don't want to see the movie anymore, I'm sorry if I made you not want to see it. I recommend you all go see it anyway. And yeah, there is a lot that I am not saying about this movie. And for that reason, I think you should definitely go see it, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. Because there's a lot of stuff in this movie that you will want to know and you will want to see. So I promise you, there's stuff that's just crazy. So just bear with me and bear with everyone else reviewing this movie. I recommend that you go see it. I strongly recommend that you go see it if you're a Star Wars fan. If not, do what you want. But if yeah, okay. I hope you guys go see this movie, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that this review helps. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more of my Star Wars coverage, more reviews, all of this, all of that. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good summer full of fun videos making. It's going to be amazing. And yes, okay. And shameless little plug. My friend Natalie, who I saw this movie with, she's here on vacation with me right now. She also has her own YouTube channel, so you should totally check that out. I will leave a link in the description box below, and we will be doing a Q&A together, and that'll be fun. So, okay. Bye, everyone.